As umpire raises the ball to commence the second quarter. Let's hope they got that time clock right.
How do you work this?
I don't know, mate. We'll worry about that in a second because I've written it down. The bell post still try to go forward there through the agency of, and I think you'll find it was Galpin. But the Tigers mop up nicely. Kick there looking for the big fella, Daniel Black, the DV's. No, it's the vice captain and centre half forward, Dags, for the Bannockburn Tigers, but it's out of bounds, and we're going to have a throw in on member side centre wing.
Up they go now. Push back towards the boundary line. Yep. Harding's in the van, but he can't quite trap it. The boys are asking for deliberate, but I don't think that's going to prevail. And the umpire will throw it in yet again. In it comes now. Ruckman do battle. It's a one-sided affair. There's a Bannockburn bloke gets it down, but Miletto does well in getting to the bottom of the pack. He's been there all day. Out it comes now. It's shoved out towards the half-forward flank wing area. Bannockburn can't pick it up as they try very hard. It's shoved again towards the boundary line, and the ball's going to beat them all. No, it's not. It's kept in play beautifully. Oh, big bump. Looked to me like a shirt front, but the umpire said it was a touch high.
And I don't think Tommy Jurick will be sending young Nicholson a Christmas card.
It might be, no, and it might be Darren Donaldson to take the resultant free kick. Good to see a few legends in Rowie back to the GDFL this week in the grand final. Good to see him back. It's a good mark down there, taken by Big Lee Holiday. Big Lee now, half-back flank position on the members' stand side of the St Albans Oval. Punched away by the Bannockburn defence. It's picked up there beautifully by Pobovski. He puts it up and towards the forward pocket now. The Croatian sensation. It's a second kick off the ground, free kick to Bannockburn. I saw that from 150. The umpire has spotted it.
Cripper Perkins, their reliable centre half back for the Tigers, goes to the outer side of the ground, looking there for, that looks like Kilowatt. It was. Couldn't take the mark, but he's got good support.
He's everywhere.
And the hand pass over the top was pretty good to Badley as well, who breaks through half back and kicks along up there looking for the dashing centre half forward in Blackie. But he can't control it, and it's out of bounds again on that outer side centre wing. And I enjoyed that passage of play over this side of the ground. Grubber was good.
Look good.
They're testing us now. Yes, mate. Go the Tigers is the call from the cloud.
The call from Miss Bannockburn 2005.
Well, the big fella doing well too is the big ruckman in Drew DuBois. Ronnie Watt, hand pass. Didn't find the target on that occasion.
Good bump.
Look at this. Donaldson. No, and Nicholson in fact. Good footy. Good lead. Good pass.
And I tell you what, he'll kick this. Put it down.
Well, what is he kicking? He's kicking from 45, so distance won't be a problem. At 48.50, in fact. Oh, he's
made a mockery of me. I'll put the moss on him, Ronnie.
Well, I'm on a score to Wayne Tykren.
Although he must be getting to the wrong side of 40, you would think.
Did Tykren kick one in that first quarter?
No.
Okay.
Missed a couple.
Steve Miletto brings the ball back into play, but I saw Bannockburn, great mark.
They might have played their grand final last week, Belpost. So they've got to get a move on here or this is going to be a whitewash.
Certainly.
Keeping a minute.
Well, Tiger to get in offline.
Miletto now brings it in. He's going to come to the members' flank. We might be able to pick a few players up here, Ronnie. It's a great mark. Play the mark, umpire. That's a big fella. Big Knuckles. Knuckles puts it out towards the half-forward flank wing area. Oh, he overruns the ball there to Bannockburn Belpost Hill boy. Couldn't quite get the run of it, Tommy Jurick. The ball was out in front for him, but he couldn't quite get it before it ran out of bounds for a throw-in. And it comes now. The two ruckmen. Oh, over the back, I think it was Ronnie Watt got the tap out in the finish. He's done everything. He's kicked goals, roved, rucked and everything. It's picked up here by the Bannockburn boy and dumped to the ground unceremoniously. Not too happy the other fella, but there's nothing in that, boys.
Good footy.
O'Shannessy it was, I think, that was dumped there. Good hard, strong tackle. And it comes again now. Big jungle in ruck, can't quite get the body position that he needed. It's a trip there to Connors, then a throw, could have gone either way. Ball's into the pack now, a beautiful little handball comes out to Donaldson. Donaldson puts it over towards Black. Black heads for the boundary line, and that's where you'll find it. Deep into the Bannockburn attacking area now. High 3-33 to one straight kick. Bannockburn's favour. Doing it on a bit so far. In it comes. Oh, Ronnie Watt again. I told you, he's rucking, roving, forward line, back line. He's doing everything. As Lang gets it across to Harding. He's rode down. He's going to be holding the ball.
Yeah, really enjoying his footy, isn't he, Ronnie Watt?
Yeah, does he ever? Does he ever? He could probably play Super Rules, couldn't he?
Yeah, I reckon he would be. The boys rub at Sydney at the moment. Brother went up Friday night.
Well, there you go. I don't know how old he is, but I reckon he's older than me and younger than you, Ronnie. And that's a fair difference too. Out it comes, out towards Big Knuckles Martin. He gets a tap out, but it goes over the boundary line as he gets collected. And the umpire will throw it in yet again. He's going to get sore arms, this kid.
Chops Connors doing the directing of traffic. The big boys set themselves. This time, over the back was Black. Got it down to the direction of Nicholson, who's been terrific left foot kick.
Tyquin bumped him off the ball. Beautiful play. Just gave him that little nudge in the lead on the way out, Ronnie, like experienced good players know how to do.
Well, Tigger Tyquin, he's coaching the under-10s at Bannockburn and he's also the coordinator with the Newtown Little League.
Put it this way,
fella.
He will kick this one. You don't see him miss too many. I tell you what, he's let me down again.
Pressure of grand final footy?
Whoa.
I wouldn't think so.
Kick him with your right boot, you mug! Miletto, he's gone for the long one this time. Ronnie Watt gets up and punches it back towards the Bannockburn forward line. Oh, picked up by the Bannockburn boy. It comes out now towards full forward. It's up there. There you go. Well, it could have been interference. And he's going to pay it. Well picked, Grubby. Play on's the call. Advantage played. It wasn't that advantage, but it goes out towards a half-back flank now. In the van is Big Knuckles Martin again. He's getting to it, but he can't quite pick it up. Out it comes now. No one can pick it up and sock it off the ground. It goes towards Connors. Connors is going to lay on the ball and get hold of the ball if he doesn't get it out, but he does. Comes out here towards O'Shannessy as it can't quite pick him up. Up towards the forward line, and out they come again. The Bell Postal defence. They're holding tight at the moment. They're under siege as Miletto. No, it's Bartolo. Bartolo. He gets it across here. He gets it across to Stud, I think it was. Stud. He puts it up and Mark. What should have been taken wasn't, but a great play to get away there was Adam Galpin. Galpin on the left boot down towards the forward line. There's no one home yet, but as they come in hard now, oh, it's a beautiful pick up there by Tommy Jurek. Jurek centres the ball. Stay where you are, son. Beautiful play, Tommy Jurek. And Ash Whitney, I think he's the only goal scorer from Bell Post Hill, and he may make it too.
The accurate one, Grubby Cations, right on the money. And, well, angle very slight.
No wind to speak of.
Should be bread and butter stuff from 45.
Well, I put the Moz on Big Ticker Tyquin before. I reckon this bloke will miss this by the length of the straight. There you go, Ronnie. Oh, Jesus. How can you win? How can you win? 1 point. And he did miss it by the length of the straight.
He did.
Geez, that was a badly needed goal from Bell Postal. They need 1 or 2 now just to keep themselves in this contest. Out it comes now. Oh, that's a big kick from the Bannockburn boy over towards the half-back flank. He's kicked it outside 50. It's picked up there by the big bloke again in Adam Galpin on the left boot. Puts it over towards the boundary line. He's kicked it out in the full, young Whitney. Looked to me like it come off the knee. He's saying to the umpire, come off the knee. But the boundary umpire said, no, it didn't. It come off the foot, and it'll be a free kick to Bannockburn.
Well, Tigers cruising, 27-point leaders, and we've been travelling in this second quarter, gentlemen, I'd suggest about 11 minutes.
I'll tell you, 9:55.
There you go, not bad for a guess. Ball now, brought up to centre wing. Big fly there was from Black. Good work though at ground level, was mopping up for the hill was Edmonds.
Too slow!
And there's been a great tackle there on Scotty McDonald. All wrapped up. And guess who? That looks like Nicholson again. The Tigers forward, good hands O'Shannessy. He's been terrific.
Oh, he's got him one behind the plate. No card. He looks groggy, young O'Shannessy. Well, the trainer's got it, taken him out of touch, a little drop of Guinness.
Usually fixes everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does if you're Irish. Geez, he's not too good, this kid. I think he's lost a tooth.
Chops Connors.
You're lucky the fairies will come down tonight, son.
Coming on now is Travis Kelly to replace the injured Johnny O'Shannessy, but you'll be right. He's been playing too well to keep off the ground for too long, I'd suggest.
That might be something to look at the video a bit later on. It was a bit behind play, a little bit high. He could have lost a tooth there. He's got one right in the mush. Then he come off for a bit of a spell. They can't afford to lose this bloke because he's been terrific all day.
Tyquin has given Miletto one for his corner. Mopping up now, that was Kevin Murray. Goes short though, looking for his teammate but couldn't find him. Oh, Connors, great work. Yeah. Hand pass was good to Banks. Banks' hand pass over the direction there of Lehman. And it's on behind the play. Tyquin's caught one. The big fella, Jungle Dalziel. Be very careful here. You'll get the marching orders, and there has been a report. And I think you'll find Chops Connors has gone into the book.
I wouldn't think so.
And Dalziel will be spoken to by the umpire.
I don't think there's been a report, Ronnie. I think you've got to give a card.
There it is.
And there it is. You're right, Ronnie Brain. Fancy me questioning Ronnie Brain. Ron Morassi Brain has hit it right on the head. And Connors has been sent off the field.
One short for the next 15 minutes, gentlemen.
Well, they've got to make the most of this bell post still because they're just about out of it if they don't get a couple. And now with one of the best players on it coming off, that gives them half a chance to get themselves back into this contest, Ronnie.
Yeah, it certainly does, Grub. And, well, is there a 50-metre penalty as well? No.
I told you we were unlucky earlier when we usually have legends here, and this year we got Cogsy. Cogsy's gone, and the great Daryl Jones has stepped into the breach.
Have a look at that. And a very happy Daryl Jones with the under-18 boys champions for season 2005. Congratulations, Daryl.
Sit down, Sid, and have a chat to us, son. Did you find that bastard the goal? Oh, not allowed to swear, sorry. Did you find that the goal he didn't give him a piece of your mind?
Okay, ball now. Brought to the members' side of the ground. We thank that bell post hill player in Dalziel. He finds his teammate, in Connolly.
Need him to fire.
Yep, his left foot kick is a good one up to half forward. Trying to trap at the footy where there was Lynch. But he's hotly pressed by his opponent there in Pavovsky. And we'll have another throw in, gentlemen. And let's have a look. We've been travelling around, what?
13:24.
Thanks very much, Grubb, of the second quarter. And the margin still 27 points. The Tigers doing it easy. But Galpin tried to break through. In fact, I think you'll find it was Stud. He lost the footy. Now the ball knocked forward. Direction there of his teammate in Galpin. But he can't control it either. And that poor boundary umpire has got another throw in.
He'll have sore arms, this kid. In it comes now. Oh, it's a good throw in too. In towards the centre of the forward pocket there. No one can get the ball. Out it comes now. It's get picked up by the bell post hill boy in the middle of the pack. And I think he might have kicked it out in the full. Umpire's moving down. He's going to play a free kick and it goes to Bannockburn.
Yeah, against Pavovsky.
Bad luck. Good try, son. You got to keep trying these things. Out it comes. They spoil well, the bell post hill boys. It's handballed out of bounds. And that could have been Scotty McDonald. He's put a bit of weight on Scotty McDonald. As a matter of fact, he hasn't had much of the ball today, Scotty McDonald.
But bell post hill, the altitude's much higher out there.
Well, it is. It is. Actually, he umpired during the game. I think he's more value when he umpires than when he plays. Because, geez, did he cheat like buggering when we played him?
Yeah, get on your grub. As we see now, bell post hill working hard. Quick hand pass out to Miletto, all wrapped up. Great work there was from Nicholson, who has absolutely dominated proceedings here in the reserve grade grand final. Gets another possession at right half back here at a very picturesque St Albans reserve, and
none. 4 points on him.
Left foot kick, it's a good one. Looking for the big arms there of Lang at the back of the pack. Couldn't take the ball. Comes to ground, working hard there at ground level for the hill was Perkins. Now good support, Kevin Murray. Can he pick it up? He does. Caught one a little bit high from his opponent there in Peters, but the umpire said,
good decision, umpire. Good boy.
You must rip his head off his shoulders first before I give a free kick, and we'll have a bounce. Kevin Murray could find himself a bit unlucky, I'd suggest, on that occasion, boys.
Ducked his head for mine, Ron.
I knew you'd say that.
No, but goes good, tap out. Goes towards the bell post direction, but a good there pick up. It come from Colin Duncan. Colin Duncan picks it up towards the centre half forward position. The bell post still defence standing. Very stern here. Connolly can't get rid of the ball, but he's tackled when he didn't have it in the finish. Nobody can pick it up now. Peters is at the bottom of the deck. He picks it up. There's a boot going in there. Well, I didn't see anybody near it, but he's decided to play kicking in danger, and Peters gets it. A little right boot kick. He's seen a lead out here to Watt, I think it is. No, it's not. It could be Donaldson, I think.
He's been pretty steady for him
too. He's been very good, Donaldson. He's seen another lead up there, and it's Blackie again. Blackie.
Now, why would they do that? Now, Sid, you're a forward, a creative type of player. Why would they penalise a side when you've got possession of the ball? Whether it be from a mark or free kick, why can't you play on?
Well,
he wasn't shooting for goal.
He might have been lining him up, maybe. That's the only thing I can think of.
Question, Ronnie. We wonder about a lot of the decisions nowadays.
But anyway, the kick on that occasion has missed the big sticks, and another minor score.
What have they got to do to get back into this, Sid?
I haven't really been watching it, Glove. We've been celebrating a little bit with the under-18s, but yeah, I couldn't really comment on that. But naturally, you've got to move the ball a little bit quicker. And
what would you have done when Ronnie Watt was killing you back in the old days? You'd have given him one? As Harding has a big flying shot for goal, but it bounces through for a point. He's been everywhere, Ronnie Watt. He's played ruck, row, back line, forward line. He's absolutely annihilated him.
He's a class footballer, right?
You'd have to dong him, wouldn't you? You'd have donged him. You're one of the dirtiest players I haven't seen play. Hey, you'd have donged him for sure. Don't tell me you wouldn't. Come on. Hey, crikeys.
Oh, I love it.
Big Miletto, he's going to put it out. Oh, he kicked it to himself and played on. First time we've seen that today. And he runs out towards the forward pocket, directs the ball back into the centre forward position, and a good timely mark taken by the big fella in Lee Holiday. Starting to come into his own a bit, Big Lee. Puts a nice little pass out there to the Croatian sensation. I call him that because I can't pronounce his real name. As he goes, oh, he's going to go for a little handball. Probably a non-effective handball. Goes over towards Scotty McDonald. It turns out to be effective, but Scotty McDonald puts it on the chest out there of Travis Furland. Haven't called him much today. Get into the game, son, a bit. Puts it up towards centre half forward, and again he's given the Bannockburn defence a birthday present in big David Ressinger. Put it straight down his throat. You've got to be more careful than that. He looks for Harding out in the wing, half forward, half back position. The Bannockburn players run on, but he ignores that. Now he looks for Black. No, it's not. It's who's that Black? Where'd he come from?
Little interchange player, I think.
Yeah, I didn't see him come on as the big fella takes a mark out of here. That's that Lynch that came on earlier.
Yeah, it was Kelly who replaced poor old O'Shannessy with that
correct.
in the top.
That's correct, so I didn't pick him, obviously, and a great mark taken in defence there by Lee Holiday.
Been good.
He might be back on Tyquin, is he? I'm not sure. As he puts it up towards the half-back flank, not a good kick, and a good mark, a tough mark. Geez, that's what they need there, and that Black, he's playing a pretty good game, Black, as he sees about 17 loose players in the middle, and Ron Watt will give the handball to Harding. No, he won't. He goes back and says, I'm a hungus, I'm going to have a kick. As he comes in now, he might as well have a kick, because it is a beautiful kick. Tyquin was in the van all the way, and takes a beauty.
Too big, too strong, too good.
What can they do about that? You couldn't do anything about that, Darryl.
Well, it was just a beautiful kick by Ronnie. He put it to the spot, put it to the right area, and when you've got a big body like Ticker, you're always in with a chance if you put it to the right spot. So.
Well, he's kicked 3 points so far.
I tell you what, that's the end of his 3 points. This will go right through to high diddle diddle.
He'll nail this
I can tell you this one, he won't miss this one. Tell you what, there it comes round. Beautiful goal, Ticker Tyquin. I was dreading the fact when he kicked one because we may well see an avalanche from him in a minute. They got Mark Hancock on him, and he's I don't know who else they can put on him, just looking over there. They might have to put the big fella that's take a few of those marks. Who was he? Big Lee Holiday. He might have to go do a stint.
Yeah, played a lot of senior footy, Lee. I think he just come back for the last sort of half of the season. Playing the second, very good.
I guess when he's kicking points, it doesn't really matter, but if he starts to kick goals... But look, I honestly think the bloke they've got to look out for is Ronnie Watt. He's absolutely annihilating them in there. Up it goes now while Ronnie adjusts the scoreboard. No one can get the tap out, but it comes out. Oh, great play. Who's that? That's the big fella again in McDonald. McDonald kicks it, but it's a good mark this time. And it's taken by Ashley Perkins. Perkins on the left boot goes out towards the half-back flank. Too far away for me to pick Ronnie. Maybe you can see him. As a big right boot goes out towards the wing position. Up they go. Good spoil by Tristan Lang. He picks the ball up again. Butters up beautifully. Puts it into the centre of the ground. He's looking for the Bannockburn boys. Oh, great handball. Comes out to Connolly. Connolly gets tackled too high. Don't play on's the call. Would have been an advantage anyway. Poposki. He's looking on the forward, but he couldn't get it. Up it comes back to the Bannockburn boys. Great punch away to Harding. Harding to Peters. That's happened a few times today. Could have been caught. No play on. McDonald's got to get in there, and he does. And he puts it down the arms of... Oh, no.
Yep.
Daniel Lynch, Ronnie.
Yeah, great work. And it was badly before, mate. You weren't far away. The 33 Guernseys.
Close.
Half back. As we see now, chance again. Nicholson's been terrific. Left foot kick to the corridor was no good on that occasion. Because... Miletto.
You won't miss this kid because he's played a blinder.
Yeah, one of the Belpost still better players. Umpire's called play on. Not sure why, but anyway, he has, and it's putting a bit of pressure on their forward movement because Bannockburn with plenty of numbers at half back, mop up again and bring the ball forward. Lang in front, pushed in the back. No, in fact, I think you'll find it was Lehman. Lehman's taken a dive, but the push was definitely there.
Oh, it was there.
Against Sean Faulkner. And Bannockburn go forward. Tyquin in front. Good fist on the footy. Plays allowed to continue. Kick off the carpet was good also there from Adam Perkins of Belpost Hill. Picks up. Goes short, but not good. Ronnie Watt. No mark paid, so he elects to just get up and kick the ball high. Up there looking for his teammate in Mark Banks, but I think you'll find it's a minor score. On the board, we'll call that rush head, eh? I'll give it to the skipper.
22 and a half minutes gone in the second quarter of the Geelong Fire Sprinklers Cup. It'll be curtains for Belpost still if they don't pick their game up shortly. They've just been outgunned everywhere. But I tell you what, Ronnie, it's not for the lack of trying. They're trying pretty hard, Daryl.
Yeah, they certainly are, Rob. Just a little bit outclassed at the moment. Bannockburn certainly got some experience out there, and it's really showing through.
Miletto again. Big left foot boot out towards the half-back flank. It's almost hit or miss here. This time it's nearly hit, but no mark paid out there to the Belpost Hill boy. It comes back to him now. Put a nice little touch on. It's picked up here by the Belpost Hill defence, and they run it out. Oh, he's nearly just about caught the big bloke in Kevin Murray. They get it up towards the best Bannockburn everywhere here. And a great mark, the big fella Drew Du Bois. He gets it out now. Comes out towards the wing position. Centre half forward as it goes in there. Oh, he's going to pay a free kick here, the umpire. Hopefully it'll go to Belpost Hill, and it will. And it might even go down there to, oh, let's have a guess at Adam Perkins.
Popovsky, in fact, mate,
well,
but you were close.
Nearly the same.
Great work, though. The Bannockburn half-back line is just the rock of Gibraltar. It's just keeps coming back. Unfortunately for Belpost Hill, they haven't got enough runners creating that extra option. And, well, a good lead here by McDonald. He can't take the overhead grab. And again, Peters mops up now nicely for the Tigers. Kicks A looking to Watt behind. Got it to ground. Good footy. Goes back in. Second effort. Brilliant, Ronnie Watt. Killer got it to Peters. He was dispossessed of the leather. Going in hard also there was Lehman. He got it out to his teammate who goes banging. Ronnie Watt up there looking for
Dropped
Blackie. But he couldn't...
bull dust.
I can't believe this. Can you believe that he's paid that?
No.
He was about 10 foot away from the footy, wasn't he? And he's called in danger. Must have big feet, that Belpost.
No, I don't know. He might have called a trip.
No, the action of the umpire was a kick.
All right, fair enough.
That's what he's paid it for, in danger.
But, look...
Daniel Black don't mind. The vice-captain, he's got a shot at goal.
I'll tell you what, it might be poetic justice.
Out of bounds on the full, hit the point post, I'd suggest, gentlemen.
But I tell you what, though, until now, that might have been a mistake. The umpires have done a pretty good job.
Well, 24 and a half minutes gone, Grub, of this second quarter.
That's correct. Well, you're looking at me stopwatch now, Ronnie. You're not guessing anymore. Out it comes to Connolly. You've got a lip, son. As he puts it out towards two Belpost Hill players. Or sorry, two Bannockburn. Bartolo can't grab the ball. Hits the deck again now. Holding the man play on. No. Abba goes towards the Bannockburn half-forward line, forward pocket, but they stand still, and Popovsky, I'll get it right this time, Ronnie, as he sees a Belpost Hill player all on his own out here. Can't quite pick the number of it. Might be... Who?
29, Fursland, mate. You had a go at him before.
Yeah, I did too, Fursland. And that's his second touch. If I keep getting a go at him, that means he's getting a lot of touches.
Got his right knee bandaged, mate, so that's a bit of a giveaway.
Caught. Out it comes, couldn't get rid of it. Oh, they're trying pretty hard, the Belpost Hill boys, but they just can't get a run on it at the moment. It comes out to Harding. He's played a pretty good game, Harding. He gets onto the left. He's looking for Black again. And guess what, Ronnie? He finds him.
Daniel Black, the vice captain. Left half forward, long ball. Oh,
Totally missed it.
Should have taken that. Galpin there, mops up. In fact, no, it was Faulkner. Quick kick to the Bartolo direction. He's hotly pressed. And some great work there by...
And again!
Tries to kick off the carpet. Hotly, well, he was met with Bevan Studd. And, well, I think it was Ryan Lehman clashed heavily. Great hip and shoulder there by Lehman. And he's built pretty well as young Ryan Lehman. As the siren sounds to terminate, well, unfortunately, gentlemen, a pretty one-sided first quarter of footy. Second quarter of footy, I should say.
6-7-43 to 1-1-7. You'd have to look deep to try and find a way for Belpost Hill to get away with this one, Darryl, at the moment.
Yeah, well, what I've seen, Rob, just that second half of that quarter, certainly up around the Bannockburn side, there's chock full of experience, and that goes a long way in finals. And with a lead of, what'd you say?
36.
36 points, that's going to be very hard for Belpost Hill to peg back, I think. They've certainly got Ronnie Watt, who said he's in everything, and he's going to certainly steady in the third quarter. And they've got that big target down at full forward, Wayne Caldwell. I noticed Gripper Perkins down back as well. Another guy that's been around for a long time, played a lot of senior footy. He's sort of holding the boat down there.
And is far too strong from down there too. Listen, I agree with you exactly. The only thing I will point out that 6-7, there was a lot of easy shots there. It could have easily been 14-something to 1-something game over. At least it gives a little bit of hope for Belpost Hill if they can get a couple and throw a bit of a scare into the Bannockburn boys. Who knows? But it just doesn't look like it at this stage, Ronnie.
One goal, 6 boys for that quarter. Bannockburn.
He said Tykman had 4 points before he kicked that goal. I think now he's got one. He won't miss too many more if they get it down.
That'd have to be a big worry. That'd have to be a big worry.
It's surprised me that he's actually said he kicked 4 points in a row. He's a beautiful kicker of footy, as we know, and he doesn't miss many.
But, as you say, only plays the home games this year. He might be a touch out of practice, or he plays a few Super Rules, doesn't he?
Yeah, play a little bit of Super Rules.
That's for them old fellas. Do you know anyone else that plays with them?
Oh, yeah, a couple of blokes.
Yeah.
They're having a good weekend, mate. They're up in Sydney and enjoying themselves.
This is out at Meredith, Ronnie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Gus Primus coaches us. We have a kick every second Sunday.
Very good.
Boys out there, Scotty Cowie, Wayne Tykman, as I said, and we have a lot of fun.
Do you get a kick, Jonesy?
No,
We're just out there for the entertainment.
Mate, I watched your last game out here and I reckon you struggled. I think they give you second best on the ground and you still hate me for it because you reckon you were best, but anyway.
Well, boys, at half-time here in the Geelong Fire Sprinkler Services Cup, Bannockburn, handy 36-point leaders over Belpost Hill. We'll be back with the action of that third final premiership quarter in just a moment.
Don't go away.